That face you saw at the beginning was pure fear that I messed everything up. But everything looks fine now. But anyway, all right, guys, quick live. Let's get to this. I'm gonna get to some more of my comments real quick. Hope I'm on the right channel. I think I am. Let me go make sure I'm on the right channel. There's so many channels I have now, and okay, I'm on the right channel. Yes, I am. All right, so let me get to my comments. I always like starting with my comments, and there was a comment that inspired me to even make this live right now. After this, I think I'm gonna take a nap. I didn't sleep well tonight. I had like things in my mind, man. I had things in my mind, bro, and like business things. And when I get an idea, I just go hard. Like I can't sit there and I can't just sit there and let it fester. I got to get to work. Like that's how I am, you know. So can I cut that light off behind me? All right, yeah, just gonna have to. All right, that looks better. All right, so I'm gonna get to the comments. And like I said, I don't what is this? I do not block any comments, whether it's negative, whatever. Like even the comments getting at me, I upload it because it's a comment. I'm not a bitch. I'm not scared of your comments, and I don't mind having a logical debate with people. I'm in the same way when it comes to making money. Yeah, I can't sleep. I got to it. I literally bought a company from myself. I bought a company from myself. Basically, what I did was I bought my old company and I incorporated it into my new one. But they're different, but there's certain aspects of the old company that I could bring into the new company to make money from it again. Not all of it, but some aspects I can use. So I brought a company from myself this morning, and I had to get to work, man. But anyway, let's get to it. Let me get to the comments. All right, one asks if I'm divorced. No, hopefully it won't happen, but we'll see. Philko, I have a question. No, this is about what's those other comments? Okay. Oh, I see. When you reply to a comment, it has the timestamp of the comment that was originally posted. Okay, so you know what? Let me just do one better. I'm gonna go to the videos I made about these things, so I don't miss anything. I'm streaming on Facebook. No, just here. Let me see. Go see if I can find it. Let me just delete this video real quick. Some other video. I got it's confusing the hell out of me. Delete that. Alright, Philko responds. Let me go look at this one. Maybe this one has some of the comments I didn't get to yet. No, I think it's the old one. Hold on, guys. Let me get to it. I should have did this before, right? Okay, let me see. Let me get to the comments of this one. This is the live from before that one. Come on, computer. Not now. Don't start bugging. Alright, just give it a second, guys. Alright, alright, here we go. Let me see. Because I know I saw more. Yo, what happened to the comments I put? Yo, I have no idea what they're doing with the comments. Why are men looking to Philko to change their life? That's what your brothers and fathers are for. I mean, you may find, I'm 40 years old basically, so when I'm probably much older than people, so they want to do that, but I still think that's like, really, your fathers and brothers should have been first in line to be that. If you haven't, they should have been first in line. Not your mother, not your sister, but your fathers and brothers. I don't like how YouTube handles the comments, man, because this is confusing the hell out of me. Let me go back to held comments, because I'm confused as hell. Because all those comments I just approved, I don't know where they went. They're all gone now, and I can't find them. Yeah, I don't know, but someone made a comment that basically said, okay, here we go, I found it. It was marked a day ago, but it was 10 hours ago because it was a reply. So this is from Surface Dweller, and he's talking to Barber747. And he said, I want to know what made Philko start going on a revenge tour for incel men. He used to try to help men like us. I remember he tried to help Kent. If I was Kent, I very likely would have accepted Philko's invite. I used to agree with some of the other feedback that he gave Kent about how he should hustle more, but now these arguments about men saying that women owe us, where is this coming from? And people like to tell us incels that our problem that we cannot get laid, and I accept that, but it's going to be everyone's problem as birth rates continue to decline. Ha! That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm gonna get to that. And people do not have enough children to meet replacement rate. Ha! You wish. I'm gonna get to that. Innovation will be stifled. Ha! Not true. I'll get to it. So let's start from the top. Philko starts going on a revenge tour for incel men. I'm not going on a revenge tour. There's no revenge. Y'all ain't do shit to me. I'm just telling y'all to stop being bitches and step up and do what you gotta do. I'm not I'm not going on a revenge tour. I don't hate incels. Just to stop being a bitch. How old are you? Like seriously, if you're 21 or older, it's time to stop being a bitch. I don't know how else to say it. And get shit done. You know what I mean? Start putting parts into motion instead of sitting there crying and looking for hugs. You know what I mean? But I'll get back to that. He used to try to help men like us. I remember he tried to help Kent. If I was Kent, I would have likely have accepted Philko's advice. I used to agree with some of the other feedback that he gave Kent about how he should hustle more. That's what I'm still saying now. Get shit done. Hustle. Get your money up. But these arguments about men saying that women owe us, I'm not saying that women owe anybody anything. I'm not the one making these claims. I'm responding to certain claims that red pill people made. It's not me. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, I read things from right here on my, just like I'm doing right now, from my YouTube, and I'm responding to them. So I don't think females owe anybody anything. Or maybe you're speaking to me saying that women don't owe you anything. They don't owe you shit. And that's a response to people saying things like women don't text back, they don't say hi to me. They don't have to. They don't have to talk to you. And that means you got to put in more work to make yourself a more high-level man for them to want to text you back and want to say hello. You got to earn it. Get to work. Some people got genetics on their side to help them out. And if you don't have it, you got to work harder, and that's called life. Those are all facts right there. There's nothing I can do to help you if you don't like those facts. Maybe you want someone to sit here and say like, oh, it's not your fault. It's okay. We can go. Stop being a bitch. If you overweight or you really skinny, you're not even in shape, you ain't even trying. If you got a low-paying job, that's fine, but you got to understand you might need to start a little hustle on the side or something so you get your money up so you have a better chance of getting those women you like. Like, what the fuck am I saying that's so foreign? I don't get it. Where is this coming from? Dudes being bitches and not getting shit done and sitting there crying all the time. And people tell us incels that it's our problem we cannot get laid. It is your problem you can't get laid. What do you mean? I understand that for some people it's harder than others, but it's your issue. If your goal is to literally just to get laid, there's places where you can fly and get laid right now. Like right now. From 8s and 9s. Easy. Right now. And I put that on, well, I'm not like religious or anything. I don't know what I could put it on. I put on me and my wife's relationship. And you know I never wanted to get married, so I just married her. So you know I meant it. There's places where you can go and get laid right now by 8s or 9s anytime. Right now. Right now, if you wanted to. Right now. But if you're looking to get laid by like, and I'm talking about beautiful women, not like trans or something. But like if you're looking to get like a real relationship and a real 8 or 9, okay, that's a little different. Like a relationship 8 or 9, that's different. I get it. That takes more work. But just to get laid, get out of here. Right now. You're in the right place right now. Easy. Easy right now. Where's this coming from? People tell us it's a problem cannot get accept. It's going to be everyone's problems as birth rates continue to decline. Sir, no. No one. That is hilarious. It's everyone's problem. First of all, if like in Russia, they have a birth rate problem. So what they do is they encourage people to have children. And you know what happens? It doesn't make the women go to the ugly, unwanted guys. Women start having babies with the same dude. The same dude that's not going to help you. It's your problem. You start having babies, you don't like us. No one has to like you. The birth rate is not going to help you get laid. All it's going to do is help those guys who are wanted, who work hard or hit the genetic lottery, get laid more. One man can impregnate 10 women in a day if he wanted to. You think they got to go to you? No, they don't. I lived in Russia for 9 years. They have a birth rate problem, so I know this situation. They're not going to go to you, Mr. Incel. Step it up and stop being scared of words and shit. Be a man and do what you got to do to get the job done. That's all I'm saying is put some fucking action instead of crying about it. All right, let me get some... Oh, wait, let me finish this first. Tell us incels problem get laid. Everyone's problem birth rates continue to decline. That is hilarious. And people do not have enough children to meet replacement rate. Innovation will be still. No, there'll just be more men who are of good quality with more baby mamas who are whatever quality. That's all that's going to happen. It's not going to go to you. So let's get to the comments. Let's see. Been watching you since Muhammad Taha. I was inspired by you and how you lived in Brazil for 3 years. I'm going to skip that. You got the wrong person. I mean, yeah, I was chilling with Taha, but I did not live in Brazil for 3 years. I'm going to just leave that alone. My old screen name is long as hell. Gotcha. Some people can't be saved. They can't. You used to be in Russia. Yep. Hey, weren't you the Paul guy back in the day? Pause. Yes. Birth rates are declining in South Korea and Japan. That doesn't mean incels are going to get laid. Like, find me a country where they have a declining birth rate issue and they're actually looking to make people come together. It doesn't exist. In Japan, and it might be South Korea too, but they're literally inviting foreigners to the country. They're inviting foreigners. Read it. They're inviting foreigners to the country to stay there and help with their birth rate population. None of that's going to help an incel get laid. Like, you don't understand that one man can impregnate many, many women? What makes you think it has to be one man, one woman? It doesn't. It doesn't. That's not going to help you get laid. That's hilarious. That is the pure math. One man can impregnate 1,000 women, let's say in a month. The fuck they need you for? You dudes are hilarious. That is a good one. The birth rate. That's not going to get you laid. It's like you guys look for excuses to get laid instead of doing what you got to do. That is fucking hilarious. Yo, I'm rolling. That, oh, you lived in Brazil. Oh, gotcha. Let's just say I hit Brazil. I may have hit Brazil at some point, and that was extreme. I ain't gonna get into it here, because that's not what this is for, but yeah, Brazil's a nice place. Yeah, traveling's awesome. I think a lot of these guys who have these mentalities saying things like, this is gonna be everyone's problem, when they don't travel. I don't think they go anywhere. So when you start going places, oh, good Lord. One thing I learned immediately once I left America, in so many other countries, it's much easier to see a girl who's more attractive than her boyfriend. And it's very common. And I got used to it by now. In America, it wasn't like that, especially in New York City. But when I left the country, you could easily see a woman who's bad as fuck with the average guy. Maybe he has a slightly better job than most guys, and he makes much less than you and your American salary. You just don't go anywhere. You definitely don't go. I think the average incel don't go anywhere. Because once you get out of there and you go to the right places, you won't be an incel anymore. You're not going to be an incel. And that's nobody's fault but your own. Ain't nobody stopping your grown ass from traveling. Ain't nobody stopping your grown ass from staying where you are and stepping your game up. Nobody stopping you but you. So the birth rate's not going to get you laid. You are going to get you laid. You know, I think if I ever live and pause this in advance. If I'm living with a dude, right, he's an incel, he's talking, and I can't see what his body looks like. You know what the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, yo, take your shirt off. Pause. Just take it off. People are like, why? I'm like, take it off. If this dude got titties and a beer belly, I'm gonna say, I'm not taking you seriously because you're not taking yourself seriously, and I'm gonna end the live. I'm not talking to him. He can't even. I'm not saying you gotta be some big brolic motherfucker, but I'm saying if you're not even taking care of yourself physically, you're a joke. To me, you're a joke if you're complaining about not getting laid. Are you serious? You don't even take care of yourself. You know, if you got really fucked up teeth and shit, I'm gonna end the live. Now I'm saying this dude ain't serious. If you're not even grooming at least halfway, I'm not gonna take you serious. If you ain't got at least some decent looking clothes, I mean just decent, just a fucking normal t-shirt without a hole in it and fucking Dorito stains. If you got Dorito stains and holes, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Because you're not taking you. That's going to be my next video. How many of you take you seriously? I want incels. I want you guys to invite your incel friends. I want you to invite your red pill friends. I want you to invite them to my page. And I want to know. I want them to tell me if they take themselves seriously. Because this is how it looks to me. And it's hilarious. Because to me, it's like, it's all science. It's basic science. Science, the study of reality on reality's terms. It's all basically science. There's some places where there's more women than men, more men than women. Whichever way it goes, shows it could be harder or easier for you because of the amount of available options. So if you're in a place where it's like 70 men for 30 women, you're going to have a harder time. But if you're in a place like Russia or something like I was, and there's like, I don't think it was 70-30, but let's say 65 women for every 35 men, it gets a little easier. And that's not even on you, really. That's just the numbers. That's just how things happen to work out. But even in that environment, guys can still have more than one girl, and it can still fuck with your chances a little more than it would than if they were all one-on-one. Like, even in Russia, they do that. So you can still be asked out if you don't take care of yourself or be attractive enough or be in the right places and yada, 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 yada. So I want to know if they take themselves seriously. And I'm going to say, okay, what are your financial ambitions? First thing, like, where do you work? How much do you make? All right, cool. Do you have a plan to get promoted at the job? Do you got a side hustle going on? A business idea? A certain amount of money you're saving to start a business? Like, what are you doing to get out of a normal financial situation? Like, that's for, like, what are your financial goals? What are you trying to do? How much do you make? Where are you headed? Like, have you accomplished anything financially? Like, what are you trying to do with it? Are you just trying to work at McDonald's your whole life? Or do you have education? Do you have a degree? What kind of jobs can you get with this degree? And are you even using this degree? Because some people get degrees and don't even use it. My wife, she has 2. Well, because she's married to me, so she doesn't need to use it. But still, she got 2 degrees and she don't use shit. And there's a lot of people who spend all this money on degrees, and they don't use it. It's like, what the fuck you got a degree for if you ain't using it? You know how expensive that shit was? Now you're going to get a job without a degree? What the fuck you got a degree for? So that's another thing that confuses me the fuck out of people. What the fuck you get a degree for? You're not going to use it. You don't even get your money back. Anyway, so your education, your financial situation, take your shirt off, pause. Do you go to the doctor? This wasn't even about girls so much. This is about you. Do you get a yearly checkup? You better get a yearly checkup. Forget, I'm going to make a separate video about that. That ain't even about girls. That's just about you and staying alive and healthy and shit. You know what I mean? What else? I'm going to ask, what do you do for fun? Do you go to places or do activities that women usually frequent? Like yoga. That was a good one. Someone told me a good one. One at the library, it was independent movie releases. Like, a lot of girls go to these independent movie releases and stuff, like the film festivals and shit like that. That's a great place. Basically places where there's likely to be more women than men. How often do you go to these places, and are you involved in these environments to put yourself around more women? No. Are you just on your computer every day playing Overwatch? Every fucking day for hours on end? And then you complain about being an incel and not getting ass? That might be your fault. How often do you travel? Do you even have a passport? That might be your fault. If you do a little of all of these things, your odds will increase like stupid crazy. And I'm the bad guy, apparently. I'm the bad guy attacking incels, so I'm saying, get shit done and stop being a bitch. That's exactly what you need to do. What the fuck else are you going to do? Be a bitch and try to use math to say, hey, the birth rate's going to decline even more if you don't start fucking us. Like, no one has to have sex with you. No one owes you. It's a fucking privilege. It's not a right. People act like sex and relationships is a privilege. They act like it's a right. It's a privilege, so you should earn it. Some guys don't really have to earn it. They got the genetic lottery. That's not you. That's why you're an incel in the first place. So you got to work for it. Life isn't fair. It's just how it is. I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the Anthony I think it is, but it might be. You got to step your game up, man. You got to do what you got to do. And I don't know what else I can say about this, man. Hold on, I got a text. Might be my wife saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Oh no, it's Mook talking about Final Destination. Oh shit, Anthony, you are alive. You disappeared for a while, man. But you know, that's your choice. You could disappear. We're just happy to know you're alive. Yeah, I know what happened to your ass. We had no idea. Tell me if I'm right. My guess was you got arrested. I don't know what happened, but you got arrested. and you just didn't say nothing. But my thing is, you got arrested. I also thought that you left all your shit on the bus because you tend to do that, like leave your stuff on the bus. But after like 6 months went by and a year went by, I'm like, that nigga in jail. I don't know what he did, but he in jail. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna leave him alone. Just wanted to know I wasn't arrested. I mean, you don't even have to explain, dude. Just I don't know. Just just be you. You don't want to explain. You don't have to. You definitely want your private time, so we give it to you. You know, you just do your thing. Phil, you married cutie face. Oh, you spelled it in a weird way, but you got it right. And moved back to the east. Can't be Russia or Thailand with the daylight in the background. Um, I mean, you all can try to guess where I live now, but is you're gonna waste your time because I'm always bouncing around. So I'm back on Telegram as well. All right, I'll hit you up, Anthony. Um, what was I saying? Uh, I'm always bouncing around. So by the time you figure out where I am, I'm going to be somewhere else. So the last time I was out of place for a whole year, no one figured it out, and I told them where I was at the very last part of my stay there. And then I left, and then the rumor started, he's here, he's here. I was already gone. I'm bouncing around. Once I'm in the States, I'll say, all right, I'm back home. You know what I mean? I'll say it, I'm back home. But I don't think anyone's going to guess where I am because I'm leaving no clues, no evidence, and I'm always bouncing around. So by the time you get it, I'm probably somewhere else. So it's best not even worry about it. But yeah, you see daylight, get your evidence. You see daylight, so I should be somewhere, I guess, on the Western Hemisphere, right? So that's a whole bunch of countries, a whole bunch of places, a whole bunch of cities. So you can guess. Yeah, so you guys can go for it. Let's see what else. So what else can I say about incels, man? I don't know. I'm just not a red pill fan. I think it makes men real bitch assy, real bitch assy. Now, interestingly enough, speaking about take care of yourself, I was slipping, but I'm married. After getting married, I gained like 40 pounds. I was 205. And I don't know if Anthony was still in the group we had on Telegram at this time, but I was 205 pounds, and I couldn't believe it when I went to the doctor. And I was like, holy shit, 205 pounds? What am I doing? You know, I was in the Americas at this time. And I was like, yo, I got to take care of myself. And I did it. You know what I mean? My cholesterol was 250. Now it's down to like 180 some shit. But, yo, I had to change everything. No more fried foods. No more egg yolk. I only eat egg whites now. I cut back. I stopped drinking alcohol. Like 3 years straight, no alcohol. Like, I just take care of myself. And so it's just funny when I see people who don't take care of themselves complaining about not getting attention from females. It's like, whose fault is that? You know what I mean? Like, whose fucking fault is that? You know, when I went to Russia, I didn't have any money. Like, you guys followed my journey. I didn't have any money when I got to Russia. It's all documented. I had to live with people. I had to live with girls. I had to get myself out that situation. And I couldn't blame anyone else because I put myself in that situation. I didn't finish high school. I didn't go to college. I didn't get a good job. I wanted to take a chance by being a hustler. That was all on me. I didn't blame anyone else that chicks weren't flocking for me in the States all the time. That was on me. You're a man. Step it up. How was your blood sugar? My blood sugar was pretty high. I was pre-diabetic, but now it's down. The big apartment with the pool table and the sauna was fire. That was Russia. Yeah, we had a sauna, jacuzzi, pool table, 2 floors, roof access because I had the penthouse, and it was directly in the center of the city, so no one could miss my building. It's like right in the middle of the city. And I went to that from not having anything when I got to Russia. It's all documented. I didn't have shit. I didn't have my own place. I was living with different girls in their places. And then I got my hustle up, stopped complaining, I got shit done, and the next thing you know, I'm in the center of the city in my own penthouse, chilling. No job gang. Traveling the world with no job, just having fun. From my actions. My complaining didn't do shit. So I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to be realistic. Just dudes be bugging. It's really, things are really in your control. You know who said it best? I'm not rich at all. But you know who said it best? 50 Cent. It's this one song he had. It's a parody to the song that goes, fuck you. And in the song he goes, it's nobody else's fault that you're not rich. He says that in the song. Let me find this song. I want to say exactly how he said it. It's like, there's nobody's fault but your own, you're not rich. See if I can find it. I see you driving downtown with the no. And I'm like, fuck you. Okay, let me see. Yeah. I want to proceed. Okay, hold on. I'm listening to the song now. Okay, here we go. All right, here goes. Yeah, he said, it's nobody's fault but your own. You're not rich. And I don't even mean that just money wise. I mean that by being a high caliber male or something. It's nobody's fault but your own. You're not rich. I love how 50 Cent put that. When he said that shit, I got to work. He was like, you know what? You're right. Sitting here playing video games 22 hours a week ain't gonna do it. Unless I'm a pro or some shit. You know, some gamers get that money, but I ain't that good, so I gotta figure something out. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Do you have a target income you're trying to reach? I had it, but then I surpassed it once Bitcoin went up the last time. Because I was telling people, I was in a group. Anthony was there. He's in the chat. I was in a group. I was like, yo, I'm Bitcoining. This shit's about to go up. I showed them how much money I had in it and everything. Then it exploded. And I was like, see, I was telling y'all. I was like, yo, get into it now. I was telling people. And it just boom, took me to another tax bracket. I was like, damn. So I was making income, a good income already. Then the Bitcoin went through the roof, and on my Facebook, my family and shit's like, oh shit, you know what? I'm like, I told y'all, but no one listened to me. So I'm always giving people advice. Always trying to help people. And there's even a guy in our Telegram group that how do I put it? That I even do business with. I hooked him up with some of my models, and we started making money together. But he's not just a viewer, he's a supporter. He paid to join my Telegram group, and we do business together. We split money over some models, and he's doing okay. You know, I help him out. We help each other out. Yeah, I was showing him. I wasn't playing games. I was telling people, like, yo, this shit's going to go. And it went. It fucking... Now it's kind of down. Now for me, down is so up. Like, in order for me to lose money, it has to go like $30,000 less. Right now it's like, what, 80? Why is it showing me in this currency? Hold on, I gotta change the currency. I hate traveling. Now it's at 78. It's low. In order for me to lose money, it has to go to like 45,000 or something. Maybe 40, and then I'd start losing money. I'm nowhere near that, so I ain't worried about it. If it loses another 20,000, right? And goes to 58, I'm still up. I'm not worried about it. I'm just let it do what it does. I'm not touching it. I'm going to wait another 2 years. It's going to blow up to like 250,000, and I'm good. And I'm going to tell you guys something else interesting. Let me go check it real quick. Show y'all how I think and how I do shit, and don't just sit around and bitch. I'm going to make sure it's still the case. Y'all know what I did? Let me see. Yep. I knew Bitcoin was going to hit 100K, right? So what I did when it was at 50K, I bought 2 domains. Bitcoin at 100K.com, and I bought Bitcoins at 100K.com. And I still own both domains, and I'm waiting for the best offer before I sell them. Both of them. I own both of them. And I'm going to sell them when Bitcoin goes back to 100K, when someone offers me, like, I don't know, $25,000. Because Bitcoin at 100K is a big deal. And if you do Bitcoin business, having that domain would be good for your business. I bought them. And you know what I'm going to do? If y'all think I'm bullshitting, I'm going to redirect them to my new business. So when you go to those links, I'm going to do this shit right now. I'm going to do it live TV. Let me redirect them. Let me go to my Wix. I've been into crypto since 2013. About 9% of the coins I invested disappeared. The only stuck around was Doge and Litecoin. I didn't really mess with anything but Bitcoin. I don't take those risks. Let me go to my domains. Where do I find my domains? Let me see. Domains. I'm gonna do something for y'all right now. Right now, live TV. Y'all gonna watch this happen. If y'all think I'm bullshitting. Hold on, it's loading. Okay, on my Wix, I have Bitcoin at 100K. I'm gonna hook it up to my right now I'm gonna hook it up to my that ass website, my fitness website. Okay, now let me type it in and make sure it works. Now, if you think I'm bullshitting, right now go to your computer, put in Bitcoin 100K. No, Bitcoin at 100K. Just like that. Bitcoin at 100K. So BITCOIN AT 100K.com. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. And tell me I don't get my hustle on. Tell me I don't hustle. And I got Bitcoins at 100K too, but it's not on my Wix. It's on GoDaddy. I think it's on GoDaddy, because I can do the same thing with my GoDaddy account. Yeah, I gotta check it. I think it's on my other browser. But yeah, put that in your computer or on your phone, whatever the fuck. Bitcoin at 100K. Bitcoin AT 100K.com. Tell me what you see. Yeah, it's at 78,000. But when it gets back to 100K, that domain becomes worth more and more and more because it's relevant. And businesses that deal with Bitcoin will want that domain, and I own it. Literally, Bitcoin at 100K, you're looking at the owner of the domain, of the .com, and of the Bitcoins at 100K. I own that as well. That's thinking and doing things before other people do it. That's what a lot of people are missing, creativity. A lot of times you may not be sexy, you may not be tall, you may not be muscular, but you could be creative, and it can make up for all of that. You gotta be unique, you gotta be first. It's not popping up. What do you mean it's not popping up? Let me use a different, let's see. Bitcoin at 100K.com. Bitcoin at 100. It's popping up for me, you bugging. Let me show you, let me do it for you right now, live TV. Okay, now watch it not work. That'll be hilarious. All right, hold up. Watch it not work. All right, you see? Bitcoin at 100K. Boom, my website. What do you mean it's not working? Maybe you're spelling it wrong. I don't know what you're doing. But Bitcoin at 100K. It works like hell. Let me use another browser just to make sure. It's popping up on the other one too. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. I don't know what's going on with y'all. But anyway, I use use the @ Can you do that in a domain? Can you use an @ in a domain? I don't think you're allowed to use an @ in a domain name, bro. Let me look that up. That might. Let me see if I could do that. Let me go try to buy a domain right now. All right, I'm literally right now going to try to buy a domain before one of you think of it. Let me see if I could buy a domain with @ in it. Never heard of that. Get a new domain. All right, let me see. Pogs @ booty. Let's see if I can get that. You can't have symbols in a domain. So there's no domain with a symbol. So I don't know why you did that. But you just gave me an idea real quick. I was going to try to buy some domains with @ but you can't put symbols in @ You have to write @. And oh man, my website is DATTAZ. And like the way people say it is like that is, but the way I say it is like that ass. And the email is I want to get at thatass.com. I know a lot of people don't get it, but yeah, I know New Yorkers would get it. I want to get at thatass.com. I'm so sneaky, but this is my first time trying a business that's like all ages. I'm trying to make it safe for work. So all my Deadass content and even the Deadass content on the Patreon, it's all safe for work content. No pornography, like not even any underwear content. Like I'm gonna try to keep it. There'll be some twerk, but everything will be in shorts, fitness, and normal fitness clothes. I want it to be an all ages thing. I got a mother and daughter who's gonna start working with me. The mother's already on the website. Her name's Lisa. Her daughter's gorgeous, 18 years old. But it's gonna be no porn, nothing like that. It's gonna be them doing fitness together, and yeah, you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna be good stuff. The mother and daughter, they're gonna work together. What else I got? I got a lot of content from Russia. I'm gonna be using new content from Russia. Julia Cool sending me videos. Tasha sending me videos, and it just with these connections I've built over the years, I just don't let it go to waste. I keep revamping and reusing and keep making money off the same exact thing, so I don't have to find a job. I don't believe in wasting time. I believe in, like I always say, getting things done. And I'm not trying to say I'm some awesome businessman, but one thing I know that's great about me and I love about me is I'm always thinking about tomorrow, always thinking about tomorrow, and I always make sure everything I do every day builds towards tomorrow. So as tomorrow keeps coming, things get better and better and better. I don't waste a day. I don't waste a day. Whether it's improving myself or learning language, I don't waste a day. I get it cracking. That's how I ended up in Russia. Learning Russian on my own and making those videos, I don't waste a day. And a lot of people I see, they waste days sitting around bitching that girls don't like them. It's because you're lazy. If you weren't so lazy, you get things done. So don't complain. Just start now. It's never too late. Like, I'm fucking basically 40 years old now. I can only imagine how much better things would be for me if I went harder 10 years ago. It's never too late, because when I'm 50, I'm going to say the same thing. Man, I wish I went hard when I was 40. So just go hard now. I don't know how else to explain this logically. I'm spitting everywhere. I need to go get some hot orange juice. Let me tell my wife to make the orange juice hot. Literally, not some sexual innuendo. Let me see. Can you make juice. Wait, hot water. Okay, that's what. Oh, I put whole water. Uh-oh, I forgot the tea. Yeah, that's really all I got to say, man. I don't have much more to say. Anthony, I don't know if I still have you on Telegram. When people disappear, I usually just delete them because you just disappeared. So I didn't know if you were coming back or what happened with you. So to protect myself, I was just like, fuck that. I have no idea what your name was. And I have no idea how to find you, because my stuff's always private. So I would say my number has changed. Damn, and that? Alright. Okay. Alright, I don't know what to do. If you wait, every Telegram has a username. If you could put your username, I can find it. Do you invest in startups? No. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I don't do that. And I just think I'm lazy as fuck. But I do what I gotta do so I don't have to complain and be comfortable in life. I literally do just enough to not complain and be comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to get into shape. My arm hurts, but I'm working on it. I gotta probably make some fitness update videos. Let me see if I can do one now. No homo. Alright, let's see. I'm from New York, so no homos all day. Okay, let me put down my automatic shade, because y'all niggas gonna be looking at the background trying to figure out where I am. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty gangster. I got a shade that you press a button and it goes down. Because we're in a penthouse on the top floor, so... that's how I always do it. Always penthouse, always top floor. That light is so bright. Alright, I think I gotta lower that even some more. Alright, yeah, the remote is pretty gangster. Alright. Penthouse in it. Okay, so, the wrong lights, hold up. And this isn't me after working out, this is just me now. People look really buff after working out. So this is the physique I have now. When I was 205, it did not look like this at all. I definitely worked on my love handles. Definitely made those smaller. Arms are decent. They look alright. But when you're 40, man, you don't. That's when you start getting that fat face. I don't want a fat face. That's like my worst nightmare, is developing that fat face. I don't want a fat face, man. Even celebrities get that fat face. Like Will Smith I don't know how old he is now, but he's actually now getting the fat face. I don't want the fat face. So this is my little physique for now. So yeah, I'm working on it. You know, I'm getting old. I guess I gotta not. Yeah, I'm working on. There's a mirror right there. So yeah, I'm working on it, people. Still got a little bit of love handles I gotta hit, but abs are kind of coming in. See, still got some love handles here. I gotta work on that, which means I gotta do more. What's it called? More cardio. Yeah, I'll just do more cardio. All right, so that's really it, guys. I'm about to head out, make me some hot orange juice, eat some food, and take a nap. My old ass needs a nap. Okay, I see the name. I'll add it, and I'll try to message soon. In the end, it's just gambling. Kinda, yeah, I guess so. Speaking of gambling, I know Anthony. I don't want to put out his business, but Anthony is the most gambling person I ever met. I didn't even meet him, but ever talked to. This dude knows everything about it. He was teaching me a lot of shit. He almost had me gambling on these apps and shit, but nah, I can't really gamble like that. Invest, yeah, I can take the risk of like investing in like Bitcoin and stuff, but like startups and shit, but whatever. All right, I got it. Let me screenshot. All right, guys, I'm out. I'll Anthony later. I'll message Anthony later. Peace, people.